This is an express overview of ancillary services billing for DD foster care providers. In this video, we will review how DD foster care providers can bill for those other additional services that they may be authorized to provide for individuals living in their foster care home. Let's start by going over a few good things that you should know about billing in Express. Providers should bill only for those services that have been authorized for them, and bill after that service has been provided. Prospective or billing for dates in the future in Express is not allowed. Providers have 1 year from the date of service to submit their billings or claims for payment in the system. Only billings or claims in approved status, meaning they have cleared all system validation edits, will be processed for payment. Foster care providers should work with the authorizing CDDP program to resolve any issues resulting in billings or claims that may be suspended. To bill for ancillary services, DD foster care providers will first have to log into the system. From the main Express login page, enter your user ID and password in the corresponding fields and then click Submit to log in. Similar to billing for foster care services, to bill for ancillary services you must first search for those authorizations that are active and ready to be billed. Ancillary services also live within the individual's plan of care. From your home page, click on Plan of Care, Service Delivered, Create Service Delivery from Service Authorization to begin your search. In searching for your active authorizations, the easiest way to search is likely to be to use a date range for the dates of service to be billed. In the Search Criteria page, enter those service dates in the effective and end date fields, and then click Find to search. The ancillary service authorizations that are active and ready to be billed will display in a results list grouped by individual below the search criteria fields. You may need to scroll down on the page to find them. To view the detailed information contained within an authorization, from the results list, click on the blue SPA ID number at the far left of the authorization. It's the blue number that's circled in the example here. Clicking on this blue ID number will open the authorization up in a new page so you can see the detailed information. In the View Service Prior Authorization page now open, you can see the details of the authorization, such as 1. The service that is authorized, 2. The service dates that the authorization covers, and 3. The rate that has been authorized for the service. To bill for ancillary services provided, from the authorization results list, click on the green $ icon at the far right of the individual's authorization. For ancillary services, when billing, you'll be creating what's called a Service Delivered or SD billing entry instead of a claim. In the Create Service Delivered by Service Authorization billing page, enter the billing data for the service that's been provided. For hourly services, like 2-to-1 staff coverage, the billing data required is the date and the start and end time the service was provided. Click Save All to save the billing data to draft and continue to the next entry. Providers can continue to add additional SD billing entries for other dates and times the service was provided as needed. Remember, click Save All after each entry to save the billing data to draft. Once in draft status, the SD billing entries will be saved by the system until you're ready to submit them. You can submit them now or wait and submit them at a later time. To submit your draft SD billings, check the left-hand box next to each billing entry. With your billing entries checked, click Submit to submit those billings for payment processing. Once submitted, the system will process the billings and prepare them to be placed into claims for payment. If the service authorization lists Yes for review required, as shown here in the example, your submitted SD billings will move to a status of pending. Pending means the SD billing has cleared all system validation edits and is ready for the authorizing CDDP program to review them. The CDDP program must first review and move your pending SD billings to an approved status before the system can put them into claims for payment. Other types of ancillary services may require different information as the billing data. For example, mileage transportation, as we see in this example here, the SD billing data required is the date and the total miles driven being billed for the individual that day. As with other SD billings, click Save All to save the mileage billing data to draft and to continue to the next entry. As with hourly services, the saved SD billing entries for mileage transportation will show as draft until they are submitted. To submit draft mileage SD billing entries for payment processing, the process is the same. Check the left-hand box next to the billing entries you wish to submit and then click the Submit button. After submission, any SD billing entry in pending status must first be reviewed and moved to a status of approved by the authorizing CDDP program before it can be placed in a claim for payment by the system. Once created, you can search to find your SD billing entries for ancillary services later. This is often useful to track the billing status and progress through the SD review and claims process. To search for your SD billing entries, start on your home page. From the left-hand menu, click on Plan of Care, Service Delivered, View Service Delivered Entries to search. In the View Service Delivered search page, enter the search criteria information you need to search for the service delivered billing entries you wish to find. Again, it's likely the easiest way to search will be to just use a date range. If you'd like, you can also select a specific service procedure code from the drop-down menu, like shown here, to filter your results for a specific service. With the search criteria information entered, click Find to search for your SD billing entries. Any SD billings that match the search criteria you entered will show in a results list at the bottom of the page. You may need to scroll down to find them. The status of the SD billing entries will be at the far right-hand side of the results list. This information is useful in tracking your SD billing's progress through the process. In the example shown here, 2 of the SD billings have a status of approved. That means the CDDP program has reviewed and approved these SD billings, and the system can now put them in a claim for payment. DD foster care providers are encouraged to view the other additional training videos available on how to use the Express payment system. Other video trainings available cover an overview of Express for foster care providers, how to log in and site navigation, and how to find claims and use payment reports. Thank you for watching this video presentation.